Well, there's been an interesting day of weather across the area. This is a live look right now, looking toward downtown Springfield from the TV station. So what we're seeing right now is a lot of shaking going on. That's because winds remain gusty here in the Springfield area. Saw a gust to 36 miles per hour here in the last observation, and we've had gusts as high as 43 miles per hour in Springfield. Wind has been one of the components of the storm. This messy mix that we've been dealing with on and off throughout the day, another. Mostly rain here in Springfield, but at times early on we did have some wet snowflakes mixing in, and we've had quite a bit of sleet also mixing in. Further north, though, it's been mostly snow. North of Highway 54, where we're continuing to find a mix of rain or snow, or maybe in some cases just all snow, and we're still getting some light accumulations there. The storm centered off to the west here in western Oklahoma. Notice that it gets quiet across eastern Oklahoma and northeast Texas. That's the dry side of this storm. So the heavier precipitation that's over our area right now is going to shut down later this evening as the dry side of the storm pushes across the area. So while we're getting rain or maybe even a mix of rain and sleet here in southern Missouri and northern Arkansas and then areas to the north, we're still getting some light snow. I expect a lot of this to shut down by late evening with just some drizzle for much of the rest of the night, along with maybe the risk of some fog. But this is just the first phase of the storm, because by 7 o'clock in the morning, here comes the backside of the storm. This is going to be the snowy side of the storm, moving into western Missouri and northwest Arkansas by 7 o'clock. That snow should be generally west of Highway 65 at that point. Here in Springfield, expecting that snow to move in between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and that area of snow will continue to gradually work right up I-44 and north of I-44 through lunchtime, and then slowly move out of the area as we're wrapping up the day on Tuesday. Notice areas of south central Missouri and north central Arkansas really not expecting much in the way of winter weather on Tuesday. Snowfall forecast for overnight tonight. Areas that are still getting some light snow here north of Highway 54. We could see maybe a dusting to as much as an inch of additional accumulation, but I think with temperatures hovering just above freezing, as soon as that snow lets up, we're going to see that snow try to melt off, especially on the roads. Looking ahead to Tuesday, much of the area along and north of I-44 will pick up 1 to 1.5 inches of snow, locally as much as 2 inches of snowfall. Further south into northwest Arkansas, expecting a dusting to as much as an inch of snow. Places like Flippin and Yellville, Mountain Home, West Plains really not expecting much of anything out of this particular storm. So storm impacts, mainly rain and drizzle overnight tonight, snow arriving after sunrise tomorrow, expecting 1 to 2 inches in much of the area. Untreated roads will be slick, especially while the snow is falling at higher rates. Also, we're going to find strong winds. I do expect wind gusts of maybe 35 to 45 miles per hour on Tuesday, and I expect falling temperatures. Temperatures overnight tonight kind of holding steady. And then once we get to about 7 o'clock in the morning, watch for temperatures to start falling from west to east. By the end of the day, much of the area will be at or below the freezing mark. In fact, here in Springfield, expecting temperatures down into the upper 20s by 5 o'clock. And that's a look at wind gusts at about 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. So wind and snow. Looking at the forecast beyond Tuesday, we get a break Wednesday and Thursday with sunshine. We thaw out, a high 47 Wednesday, 50 on Thursday. And then the second storm of this three-storm stretch hits the area on Friday, expecting rain to change over to snow with that one on Friday. I do expect some accumulations with it, and then another storm impacting the area on Sunday, expecting accumulating snow with that one and bitter cold temperatures to move in. Bailey?
All right, thanks, Jamie. Experts are